Hey everybody, welcome to Gabe Deceives with Hijinks. That's from Stavros_Stavro on Twitter. January's giveaway is an official The High Court t-shirt. And by official, I mean on the back, or on the front, I should say, that was the back, it says The High Crew on it. Very rare. Only people on the crew of the High Court got these. And that, of course, is my new show on Comedy Central that'll be debuting on February 27th. And you, to win this and other things like it, including Gabe is going to go to Kentucky to perform for somebody who's a 420 Club member. And that's all you got to do to be eligible to win this stuff. Sign up at patreon.com/gettingdoug. Doug plugs this Sunday and January 29th. I'm doing shows as part of SF Sketchfest in San Francisco, sfsketchfest.com for more details on that. And you can find all my dates and deets at douglovesmovies.com. Enjoy the show. We're here in the Spaceman on a Thursday afternoon, a rainy day here in La La Land. And we got two newbies here at the table, Scott Thompson and Chris Franjola, everybody.
Hey, guys. Very exciting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We got a sativa that's called Tropicana. Mm-hmm. It's this beauty right here.
All right.
If you like looking at it and touching it and that kind of thing.
That's perfect for a rainy day. Tropicana.
Yeah. And then the indica, see, we always have much less indica.
Why is that? Because people don't like it as much?
We just know people aren't going to jump at the indica.
No.
It's, out here in California, it's 1 in the afternoon. So it's a little early to maybe indica out.
Yeah.
Here at 1:17 p.m. Pacific time. But of course, it's going to be 420 somewhere. In
420 somewhere.
A matter of minutes, and that somewhere is the east coast of the United States, but also places like Havana, Cuba. Mm-hmm. If they're watching.
Yeah,
that's good.
Are they allowed?
Yeah, I believe they are now.
Since Fidel died, do they have more internet?
No.
And there's planes can fly in there now. JetBlue flies in there, I believe.
Right.
I've been in Havana.
That's
it's great.
mostly flying in.
Yeah.
But trips to Havana now, you have to be from there to go there?
Oh, is that true?
Or something, or visiting family?
I did not know that.
I don't know. I thought there were some weird rules.
Well, Canadians.
We go there all the time.
You guys
when I was in high school, we had every year a Cuba trip.
I performed at Guantanamo Bay.
Every year? So you went 4 times?
I went once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, you weren't a good student.
No. And you went too, eh?
I performed at Guantanamo Bay, which is like kind of a different Cuba, but it's Cuba nonetheless.
Is it Cuba?
Yeah, it is still Cuba.
How can it be Cuba?
You have to fly in a strange way to get there because you can't.
To avoid all the people firing at you?
Yeah, I believe so. It was pretty
Toronto, of course, is also going to be celebrating 420 at the same time as us.
Yes, that's
true. And legalized weed in Canada, it's happening any day now, right?
This year.
Yeah,
this is the year it's happening. I mean, it's pretty much a de facto
everybody seems pretty relaxed about it.
Pretty much. I mean, they're all over the place, and there's so much flouting of the law. Who knows where it's going to go? But like in Toronto, they have pot clubs and places all over the place. So
yeah, some people might get upset about how much people start just smoking publicly.
Maybe so.
Just because they have the perception it's legal.
It's a little brazen.
But here in California or Los Angeles specifically, it's legal, and if you walk around the streets, you rarely see anybody really outside taking advantage of being able to smoke. You just...
But they could?
But no, you can't really. You're not supposed to.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, cops are going to round up people that stepped outside for a few minutes to
Does it fall under the same guidelines as like smoking? Because I know in Los Angeles, you can't smoke anywhere.
It's pretty similar, yeah. It's very. Right. So the idea is you can't smoke anywhere. Right. But with weed, I would imagine people are also less likely to complain if they smell it than tobacco.
I'm one of those people, yeah, sure. I mean, I miss it at concerts and stuff. You don't smell it there anymore. That used to be like the mark of a pretty good concert was when you walked in and it was just constantly that cloud of weed when I saw AC.
People are a little more scared, and there's a little more younger crowds at most shows.
And you can't smoke.
Yeah, there were never kids when I used to go to concerts. There were never children. No one brought their kids.
No.
But now the kids love, they get into it. All right, so it's 20 minutes after, so we have to start smoking.
Okay.
All right.
You can pace yourselves. I don't know how heavy your personal levels of
Scott and I were
smoking
discussing it earlier. Not that heavy for me.
No, I definitely am a pot smoker, but I've never been on camera high.
Well, somebody on Twitter said, get comedian Chris Franjola to come on and smoke weed, and I wrote, that sounds good, or whatever, and then you replied, like, yeah, I'd do that.
Right, because I was
like, okay, I don't think of you as a pothead, really.
No, I had a bad experience with I believe it's called dabs.
Dabs.
Okay, see, I didn't know this.
This is not dabs.
Okay,
not this kind of dabs.
Okay, I did a
high.
420 show at the Improv last year with Jesse May Peluso, and they gave me dabs, and I said I'm going to make up for never having not smoked in like a year, and I'll just do it all today. Oh. And it was I was like fucking in a coma. I sat on Melrose on the sidewalk.
Let's get you going here
for hours. Just it was bad.
How were you on stage?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. I don't even remember it. Yeah, it was a bad scene.
Right,
but now people who know better tell me dabs are not the way to go. There's
dabs are
that's like the heroin of weed.
Someone was at that show. They wanted to see you melt down again.
Probably,
that's really
it.
enjoyable.
Yeah, that is nice.
So
this is kind of a fun pipe you might want to try. It's got a Bernie Sanders on it.
Oh, okay.
Etched in there.
Sure. What
Why
makes
not?
it fun?
It does.
Oh yeah, that makes it so fun.
Especially right now, it's really fun to just think
I
about.
have a dildo with Bernie Sanders on it. Oh, I sit on that all the time. So much fun. It never was fun before. This is a drag.
Every American deserves to have a dildo that they can sit on.
But since the election, I've thrown out my Hillary dildo. My Hilla dildo, gone.
Dildo. Shit.
Here we go.
Fucking Hillary, man.
Mine's got Batman on it. Thank you. You didn't mention.
That's not fun.
You didn't mention the
Batman's not fun.
Batman's not fun.
He's about
modern
justice.
Batman's
not fun. I'm not about
I
justice.
hate modern superheroes.
I'm about
they're
justice.
all stupid.
Why?
Well,
Because they're all serious.
They're all
they think,
angsty now.
They think they're
Yeah.
serious. Like to pretend that superheroes are actual characters is. I always say this about everything. That's why Trump won. I do that about everything
Right,
now.
well,
that's why
anything
Trump
that's crazy,
won.
that's why Trump won.
Like they're not three-dimensional characters, and they shouldn't be side by side.
Yeah,
I'm not even lie. I just think Batman.
Well, that's why I'm excited
dumb.
about Batman Lego. I think that's going to be great.
Batman Lego.
Well, at least
yeah.
that's funny. I
Yeah.
think they should
Yeah.
be funny
It's
again.
jokes.
They
But
But
shouldn't
what
be
about the
serious.
one that with Ryan Reynolds? That was funny. It was
That's
good.
the best.
Deadpool.
That's
Yeah,
the
Deadpool
only
was excellent.
superhero.
Deadpool's
Yeah.
very entertaining.
I enjoyed
You know what
that
I
a
love
lot.
about one thing? This is really petty. In Deadpool, he does a shout out to the kids in the hall. Wait!
Does he?
There's a point when he's like being tortured. He goes, Scott, Mark, Bruce. And I'm going, he's fucking
that's
talking
right.
to us.
Holy shit.
He has a million
Those are the
Canadian
only
shout-outs?
three- Those are the only three he said?
I know, he doesn't
Yeah.
do Dave and Kevin, I don't think.
Holy shit.
I know, and I'm the last
There's
one.
no other thing that has a famous, those three names.
There's no way it's not us.
Are those guys, they could
It's
have
not
been
us.
like a famous jazz
No.
trio. Those three
No,
names.
could have been the
Ryan
real
Reynolds
names of
is
the
no,
Stooges.
it's not. He's
No?
talking to us.
He's got some good ones. He's got some really good, like at one point he does, he says something about, I'm Basil Fawlty.
Oh,
and it's just
now
like,
that
damn,
I
that is a
remember.
weird one. Or when he looks at his watch and it's
Yeah.
for the Adventure Time cartoon
Yeah.
show. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I like when he goes to the house and he says he could see the other Avengers in the background of the house, but he knows that the studio can't afford.
Studio
to put them
can't
on.
afford more
Yeah,
than
that
a
was
couple
pretty great.
Avengers at a time.
Yeah.
I like
or
when
not
he-
Avengers, X-Men.
X-Men, yes.
I like when he gets pegged. That's all. That's
He
what
does
I.
get
that's
fucking
all.
pegged.
I like when he gets.
That's one of the few
pegged.
things they cut out when I saw it on the airplane.
What? They cut it out?
On the airplane.
That's one of the most profound moments, I think, in popular culture in the last few years. Was a superhero
it normalized pegging.
allowing himself to get fucked by a woman. I mean, they fudged it a little bit, and no pun intended.
Right.
They fudged it a little by making him not enjoy it.
Right.
But that was the initial entry. Like if they kept the camera rolling,
Right.
I think that grimace would
And it
have
would
turned
make
into
it
a big smile.
It would make it NC-17 if he
Yeah.
enjoyed it, I bet.
And that's what I think that's really what it was. They thought, well, we can let it happen. First of all, we can't have a real cock. We can't use the Hilla dildo. There's no question we can use that. The Bernie Sanders dildo is too fun.
Too old.
Too old.
Yeah.
You don't even see what it is, right? You
Yeah,
just see she's in
my Bernie
position.
dildo is like this. You gotta like put popsicle sticks on it and
Yeah.
tape it before you
Right.
stick it in.
You know, first of all, children watch this show, but then also there's you just see that she's pushing something into him, right? You don't really see what it is.
Do you see it in Deadpool? Do you see?
I don't know.
You don't see her strap it on, or
Because I saw the
anything.
censored version many more times than the uncensored because I watched it on planes a lot.
Well, I loved it.
they have
It's my
to
go-to plane movie
like-
for a while. But they left in all the swearing and all the violence.
Do you
But they
feel like you
named
suffer? Do you feel like
You
when
see
you're,
like her a side of her, her tit, they cut that. Like
But-
just no nudity.
Yeah, but the violence is
It's
fine.
so
because
weird.
someone could look over the seat, but if you had it on like your iPad,
Well, on those ones where it's in the seat
Yeah,
in front of
then they
you,
have to-
like they're even hard to see from an
right?
angle.
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I feel like I suffer
Whatever,
from
United.
Like movies, to me, I feel like they're much better when I'm flying. And then when I
Oh, absolutely.
have you ever
'cause
suffered
it's like
from that, like
dying,
plane
you're
emotion?
dying to have anything enjoyable or that changes your life in
Right.
some way
So-
than just sitting in a tube in the sky.
Yeah. I forget the Freddie
Waiting
Prinze.
for it to
There was
be
a Freddie
over.
Prinze Jr. movie that I saw on a flight. I forget what it was. He was like he was with models somehow.
Okay, yes.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about?
what you're talking about.
And I thought it was the greatest movie on the flight.
Right, and you tell
landed,
anyone
told all my
that
friends,
saw it in the
"You
theater, and they're
must
like,
see-"
"What the fuck are you talking about?"
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that makes what head over heels.
That's it. Yes, Head Over Heels with who's the girl?
Keeping the pegging theme
The girl
going.
was
who's the
Monica Potter.
Monica Potter, correct?
Monica
yes. Yes.
Parker.
Yeah.
Potter?
Potter, Monica Potter. Yeah, she was on
Porter.
Monica Porter.
Potter.
Potter.
Monica Potter.
Ah,
She was on
Monica
Parenthood,
Parker
I think.
Potter
She
There's a
Porter.
Potter,
Yeah.
Porter.
I saw the AbFab movie, Absolutely Fabulous,
Any
coming
good?
down. I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Did you even have to ask for that ticket to that movie, or did they, when you walked up to the multiplex, they just print one out for you?
Yeah.
They said, I think they said,
There he
Scott.
is.
Right.
He's coming to see AbFab.
It's so stupid, but
We've been
God,
waiting.
it's funny.
I love those ladies, and they
I
still
do
got
too.
it.
They
They're
do
still
still-
hilarious.
They're still hilarious.
I
And
didn't see
it's
the
kind of
movie. I
more
liked
funny.
it.
It's
She's
more
so
funny
funny.
that they're so old and
It's better.
behaving the same way.
It's better, actually.
It's like Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau in the grumpy
Oh,
men who hate each other movies.
Those movies are hilarious.
They're
too.
so funny.
They're so. I watched
Because
one
they're
of those
just so
on.
willing to just be silly, grumpy men and just
They
be
have
mean
no
to
vanity.
each other. No
That's what I think
vanity.
is the best thing about comedy. When
No
you've let
vanity.
go of all that vanity and you're not
Yeah.
trying to be cool, you're hilarious. Which is, we're so lucky to be in comedy because we can't really age out of it.
That's true. Well, yeah.
Some people lose their
Right.
sense of humor, but if you manage to keep that, you can't really be
And in
too
comedy
old.
films and TV shows, you have to play a supporting role
Yeah.
generally.
I get that.
You know,
They're not gonna write me
but
as
of
a
your
starring
own
role.
act, of your own comedy that you produce, especially with the internet now,
Yeah.
and you can make anything you want at any
Right.
time. I think old comedians are going to have a heyday that they haven't had since
That's
maybe
why
the
I'm
50s or
back.
60s.
I totally.
Welcome back, Scott.
I'm ready for my Rodney Dangerfield years.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
I'm
This
waiting
is all just
for.
wishful thinking on my
Yeah.
part. That old comedians are hot right now.
Now,
This is a great time to be an
Sounds
old
good.
comedian.
Sounds great to me, Doug. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I think so. Internet and old comedians is the formula. You gonna do another one?
Make you?
That was nice. I like that.
No,
it really helped me. It settled my stomach. I've had a bad stomach today, and it just.
Oh yeah,
It's very nice for that.
It's very nice for a lot of things. My favorite thing that marijuana does is gets you high.
It does get
Yeah.
you.
It'll totally get you high if you
Bernie's.
do it.
I see. Feel the burn. So that's what makes it funny.
That's what's fun.
See?
Oh, I see.
But
now.
also, it's just the craftsmanship. It's
The
really
craftsmanship's
well
really
done.
nice. It's nice because you can feel it.
Yeah.
I like that.
The
It's-
edges of
right?
it are.
You don't have any. You don't have any edges
No,
on yours.
I got the.
Yeah, you just got all
I got this
soft,
cheapo
smooth.
bat.
Oh no, yours has some. It has some.
Yeah.
it has
Did
some-
it?
Yeah.
It has some-
you
the
weren't-
grip.
It's got some grip.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta light it.
So
So, question.
that's when it happens. When Deadpool's being tortured, he says, Bruce, Scott, and Mark.
Yeah, I think so. 3 of us. I can't remember which one's.
Well,
three.
you know you're one of the 3.
I know I'm one of the 3. And I know that it is because I know he did it for us.
I think it'd be pretty easy to find out. Why don't you just, I'm sure
Well,
he'll
I follow
answer
him. We
you.
follow each other, and I did a little tweet
And
about the Golden Globes about this is how you kiss Ryan Reynolds, because I thought the Garfield kiss was pathetic, because I kissed Ryan Reynolds 10 years ago. We
Ryan Reynolds
made
kissed
out.
the cat, Garfield?
Yeah.
Or the president?
Right after he
He
finishes
kissed the pussy.
lasagna.
Well, of course you're a big fan of Deadpool because you wear the Deadpool pajama top out in public. And I think
I am in Deadpool colors, aren't I?
you just-
Look
yeah.
at completely.
Oh, my God,
Oh,
wow, you
shit.
nailed it.
I am totally. I do. I love
go
those
deliver
colors.
a pizza and rough up a guy.
Do I feel like, look like I'm in a costume?
No, not at all. You
No,
look like,
well, I mean it is matchy, but I guess
Well,
we
I-
all are. You know, yeah.
in a
We're on
way.
television.
We're,
I
yeah,
think
we're
That's true. That's a good
professionals.
point. Yeah.
This is your persona, but I mean, no, but whatever that is.
I'm allowed to wear
whatever
a
it
hoodie
is
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing,
This
you
is
still-
also like it's crazy like to have rain in California, you know. So
But you are
I'm
dressed in your
extra
style.
puffy for the rain, you know.
It is a costume. It's your uniform.
Yeah.
Is it an
Just,
attached hoodie? Because mine is attached. It goes along with the jacket. So it looks like I know what I'm doing, but they did
no,
it
it's
for
all
me.
one thing.
It's all one thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's
Yeah,
sad.
you picked
Just
the
the way
right
it
outfit
came.
to get high in. Like
Yeah.
you
I
don't
know, I
have to
don't have to
worry
concern
about anything.
That's
myself.
almost like a what do they
It
call
zips out
them?
if
Like
you
a
would-
dickie.
Like a dickie. That's exactly
It's
correct.
kind of a
yes.
dickie.
It's like a
Yeah.
dickie. Yeah.
Dickie,
You're not embarrassed to
it's
wear
a
that on
dickie,
camera?
ascotty.
You're not. You
No.
don't want new followers.
I don't.
You got
no,
enough.
no more.
'Cause
Enough
It's
is
not
enough.
even,
Call
a,
the
it's
halt
not
to
even
it?
a hoodie. It's just
No,
extra
it's
neck
just-
coverage.
It's just neck coverage. It's like a vest.
Like you lose your scarves. Is that what happens?
I have the scarf. It's in the other room, but it just goes.
Oh,
yeah.
there's a scarf too, but that's not attached. They trust you with a
I should have
scarf?
them. I should have them.
It's like idiot mittens. It's an idiot dickie.
It really is.
So
It's an
your
idiot.
scarf
But
is
no,
it
this
is it
not-
the
this
same?
thing that I'm
key.
sure there's somebody in this room who has now like a vest attached to their jacket. It's a thing.
Right,
Just
with
to
this
say, but
crew,
I'm sure
yeah,
there's
I'm sure there
somebody in
is.
this
I'm
room.
sure
I'm
there's
not the
2 to
first
3 of them
person.
that have
5
something like
people.
that on.
There's a lot of them.
But your scarf has at least got a contrasting color?
It does. Yeah.
It's not just like this
No,
wonderful
no.
neutral
More of a-
shade.
No, it's not. It's more of a gray.
We brought you down here so that Scott could dress you right.
Well, I'll take
It's
it,
such a
Scott.
fashion plate.
Yeah.
Queer Eye for the High Guy.
No, don't. I hate that show. That was the beginning of the end for homosexuals.
It was annoying, right?
Very annoying.
You don't see.
It was the beginning of the end for homosexuals, I tell you.
You don't see Deadpool shouting at those.
No,
guys.
exactly.
No,
You
absolutely not.
mean homosexuals as hosts of things? You can't be that over-the-top gay anymore, right? You got to
Well-
put a wig on like RuPaul.
Yeah, exactly. It was the beginning of the feminizing of gay men and taking their cocks away.
RuPaul, however, is taken
Yeah.
away. He doesn't do that anymore. Now he's a regular man.
Yeah, but every gay dude on TV that's a presenter
They're all castrated.
is very straightforward person. They're never.
They used to be. They were Queenie
Mario
for a while.
Cantone will squeak into things every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's still carrying the flag.
But the gay men aren't allowed to be. They're not allowed to be sexual anymore.
And the guy on
they have to be just
the guy
shopping
on Modern
companions.
Family.
They just got to be fun, like the old days, like Charles Nelson Riley and Paul
Yes.
Lynde.
Yeah.
Like, just, I'm the life of the party.
They got to make
and I'm not
girls
gonna
feel
drag.
good about what they're wearing. Girl, you look amazing. Don't listen to him. That's exactly what we've become. Cheerleaders for women.
I started watching the new America's Next Top Model, mostly because they call it ANTM.
Yeah,
And when I
right.
see it, it looks to me like Anti-M.
It does.
And I think that's a strange name for a model competition, the Anti-M show.
And that got you to watch like season 27 of. I think we found all the models, haven't we?
What a great name for a company, Anti-M.
Anti-M.
It's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Click your heels together. You're already here.
Anti-M.
Here we go, you guys. First commercial break.
Okay.
We're going to try to get you to smoke
I got-
some more after the break.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I want to
maybe a
punish
little.
you fellas, and we're going to get you high and peg you. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Foolish wizard! When the sands in this dark hourglass run out, its power will be mine!
Sorry, I should take this. It's my roommate. It could be an emergency.
What? Come on!
Hey, Elizabeth, is everything okay?
No, Margaret, everything is not okay.
Oh my God, what's wrong?
I can't find the remote, I can't find the remote.
Dude,
I told you not to bother me at work unless it's an emergency.
This is beyond emergency, Margaret. This is the season finale of RuPaul's Drag Race, and it starts in 5 minutes. Monster queens driving monster trucks. Who's gonna end up on top and who's gonna be a bottom? Forever. Help!
This is so unprofessional.
Definitely not an emergency. Can I call you back? I'm kind of busy.
Margaret!
Hold on! Oh my God.
Okay, so did you check under the couch?
Duh.
Okay, well, including the cushions?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the kitchen?
Why would it be in the kitchen?
You're always in the kitchen.
I'm never in the kitchen. I keep all my food in the living room so I can grab it from the couch. I'm not walking all the way over there.
It's 10 feet away. Just check.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
I'm not seeing it, dude.
You do realize I'm about to kill you.
Shut up! I just found it. Toads dropped it in my bag of chips. My bad. Love you. Bye.
We're here with, if you're just joining us, Scott Thompson and Chris Franjola are getting high for the first time in their lives.
It seems
And,
Does seem like it.
or at least the first time live on camera,
Yeah,
on the
it feels,
internet.
It's nice. It feels like we were gradually introduced. Like we didn't jump into the boiling water. You just heated the water slowly, so it feels very comfortable and natural to be here.
I agree. I feel it now.
I think most of the time people are having fun here. There's been a few freakouts, but for the most part, you just ease into it. Some people forget about the cameras.
Right.
And then they're later like, well, I shouldn't have said that. Could you take that out?
Oh yeah.
And do you,
Like, it
do
went
you?
live, you dumb fuck.
Oh, is that true? Is it live?
We're live right now.
Okay.
But the majority of people watch it archived, so if you said, take that off the internet, we could do
Right.
it.
Well, I would like it if you took off Scott Thompson making fun of my outfit.
Yeah, let's cut that part, because
Yeah.
that was
that was
must
too
have
much.
been devastating
No, that's not
to
right.
Chris and his
But actually, I like that
formative
you have made
never
an
get
effort.
over that.
But most comics dress so terribly, so you have made an effort, and that's
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you now, finally.
And you have a nice watch.
Yeah, it's...
But I also like it looks, it's jokes more like, well, it looks like you're doing this, as opposed to like, that's ugly.
Right.
It's not like your coat is ugly.
No, I
it
never
just
said
looks
that.
like,
Right.
you're about to jump on a ship and head out towards the perfect storm.
You are. You do see. Look at love. Yeah.
That's
It's a
what,
very seafaring kind of outfit.
that's what I was going for.
Are you from Boston?
I'm from Long Island, which is very
Close.
similar.
Now
Yeah.
I'm very self-conscious
Yeah.
about this jacket.
Don't be. No. It's nice.
It's nautical.
But Scott,
definitely.
seriously, if you want to talk something that brings the whole outfit together, you got a lot of white trim here.
Okay.
And then check this shit out.
Oh, there you go.
That's the outfit.
That is nice.
I had
Yeah.
the overcoat thing because it's raining outside.
If you had like
Yeah.
little silver in your temples, here would be nice.
Oh, I'm gonna get there. Real soon.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, especially now that I know people love old comedians.
Old comedians,
now
that's
that
what's
they're
going to be
back.
hot.
This is if you weren't here for the first segment, we learned that old comedians are hot. It's a good
Right.
time to
That's
be
why
an
Scott
old.
Thompson has returned from Toronto.
That's right.
To America.
Scott, did you abuse yourself a lot in your younger days? Because I feel like we lost a lot of icons last year.
Oh, yeah, you're
because
wondering
we
why I'm
lost
not
them,
dead.
We lost them at they were all 60. Everybody died
And
at
my
60.
late 50s, yes.
Bowie had the best excuse. Cancer, is a good excuse.
But Bowie was older than 60.
was he?
Bowie was
How much
70,
older?
69.
70.
He was 69.
69, yeah.
But the
He
rest
lived
are all
78.
like it's Prince and it's George Michael
Right.
and
Carrie Fisher.
And
they all.
Tony Rosado yesterday.
What? From SNL?
You know Tony Rosado
Yeah,
died
I saw that.
yesterday.
No, and he's
Yeah.
like 60-something?
It's just turned 60.
But I bet all of those people,
Cocaine.
what they have in common
Is cocaine.
was a long period of drug abuse.
Absolutely.
That's what-
And then they
Right,
cleaned up in their old age.
Absolutely.
But
And,
it's
and so it's
not enough.
haunting people.
Actually,
a lot of
every
people
one
in
of
our
those
generation, like not in your my generation, we're all haunted. Like, did I do too much coke back
Yeah.
in the 80s or 90s? Or
And you think it'll
what?
catch up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking to my friend going, I had a coke period. And then he goes, oh, no, your coke period was nothing like George Michael's coke period. And I'm like, how do you know? Maybe it's very similar.
Well, George Michael wasn't he still doing it?
Heroin.
Heroin, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's gotta
My
be-
heroin
that's
period
gotta
was
really-
like a week.
Like
There
a
was a heroin?
tryout period.
Really?
You did like a month.
Shooting heroin?
A month. You did it for like a month or two.
Yeah, like a little tiny
And
window.
what eventually made you stop?
Holy I'm not even from here. I don't even have I'm not even a
I
citizen.
thought that was like a no turning back one once you get to the heroin.
I don't think.
But do you stop because you just
Oh,
are like
tried it.
it's pleasurable, but it's
shoot it or
still too
anything.
much?
I just knew it was too much. It's
Yeah.
too fun. It's too nice. It's too great.
Right.
So yeah, why do you want that in your life?
Yeah, so no. But that's a long time ago. But I certainly never shot at it or anything. But I just figured, you know what? These things are all that thought you should try everything in life.
Right.
So I have.
Sure.
So if you die at 60, this is going to be all over TMZ. The fact that you said you did
yeah, I guess it would be. But But let's get back to the serious issue.
How'd you get the heroin?
No, let's stop this. It's such a long time ago.
No, because it's just reminded me.
Toronto was the 80s. There was a pop drought.
Now I can't think of who it is. Maybe you can just type this quote into Google, Daniel, and it'll tell you who it is. But somebody said somewhere that the difference between heroin and marijuana is that nobody's ever sucked a dick to get some marijuana.
That's true. Yeah.
And then that's what I was thinking.
Well,
but maybe you have.
And that's also so subtly homophobic.
Right?
That's
absolutely.
so subtly, that's the perfect homophobia for liberals. Like, it makes you feel like you're being a good guy, but you're actually saying the worst thing in life is homosexuality.
Well, that's what I thought.
And that's unbelievable. And that is so common with progressive people.
I agree. And I thought Andrew Garfield, you brought it up, and that kiss, I thought that was the same
Totally.
way. Yeah.
Actually, that's exactly what I said. And then later he went on Colbert and kissed Colbert, and I'm going, you know what, straight progressive comedians, males having sex with each other is not hilarious. They've never been fucked by me.
I don't think so.
Do you know
at
what I mean? Like, it's never funny. And it's like, but it's the last refuge for progressives.
Right.
Like, we're going, I was in some place, bumfuck Idaho. Think that through. You're saying a place where faggots are everywhere. I mean, it's crazy. I'd much rather have the homophobia from the right where they just
the bumfuck as being anti-gay.
All right.
It is.
I thought it was a town somewhere.
Buttfuck wherever means that's where people go to buttfuck.
Absolutely.
Where no one else will have to witness it. I never have thought of that. I just thought that just sounds awful to go to buttfuck. But also, again, to get your buttfuck should not sound awful.
Shouldn't be awful. And it's the worst. And it says once again, it's the worst thing ever. So it's
I love that you cleaned it up with bumfuck.
Everyone says it. Well, no, because how did I clean it up?
No, you said bumfuck instead of buttfuck.
No, but in Canada they do say bumfuck.
It does. I say bumfuck.
But people say buttfuck too.
Buttfuck.
True.
Yeah.
But we don't say.
I always thought it was a play on Norfolk.
Anyways,
another terrible place.
I mean, this is a good discussion.
What if you got buttfucked in Norwalk?
But it's true. There's a lot of that kind of thing where you're like, you're saying it's the worst thing ever. But it's true. I'm tired of straight guys kissing each other. Stop it. It's not funny.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
I mean,
well, even look at they had in the beginning of the Golden Globes, they had Timberlake dancing with Fallon.
Exactly.
I guess you're supposed to think that was hilarious.
It's not hilarious.
It's just woman in a dress just doesn't do it anymore.
No,
and so now it's got to be that's the last refuge. Is like, isn't it funny these men are kissing?
Can you imagine?
And it never makes me laugh
men
out loud.
loving each other or having sex? Isn't that hilarious?
They should do that SNL sketch where the woman is always there and it's a different guest host and they always end up making out violently and disgustingly like two drunk people at closing time. They do that sketch all the time on SNL.
That's very funny.
That'd be funny if they did one with they really wed for it with a male guy sitting in the bar.
Remember that thing they used to do where all the family members all greeted people with really sloppy kisses? It's really just to see guys kiss.
Yeah. And it gets a laugh every time.
Every time
Fred Armisen would kiss another man.
Right.
Like he gives a shit. Like it's anything off his back to kiss another man. Everybody that's in an improv troupe has kissed another man.
Of course. Fred Armisen. He's done more than kiss a man. Come on.
I don't know. I'm not from the. But I believe that it's also the fact people are shocked by it if they know like who the celebrities are. Like, I can't believe Ryan Reynolds is kissing Andrew Garfield. So I'm trying to let people off.
No, you're still
Ryan Reynolds thing.
No, not at all.
Did you see the Ryan Reynolds thing on the Golden Globes?
No.
Where he's laying on the piano in front of Jimmy Fallon.
I didn't watch the Golden Globes, actually. I just saw the clips.
He's laying on the piano in front of Jimmy Fallon, and the jokes are, yes, it's men making sweetie eyes at each other, but he spits a lifesaver into his mouth into Jimmy's.
Right.
So that's a funny physical bit, rather not just the laugh is just that it's two men kissing.
Right.
And then he slid off the piano in a very hilarious way. It was like a Deadpool moment in the middle of a Jimmy Fallon sketch.
Right. But they're still not going to make Deadpool gay.
It was a La La Land reference, I believe, right?
But Deadpool throws around the jokes about being gay and being bi a lot.
But it's the same way that straight guys do that. like kissing. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see. I don't think so because you won't sell that movie anywhere in the world if you have. You can't. I understand. I know how deeply ingrained homophobia is.
Right.
And I've accepted it, and that's why I'm so happy today. Because I'm not like the young ones. I'm like going, you guys, it's never going to end. Just get with it. Figure it out how to navigate, because it's never really going to change, and they can keep pretending that it's changed, but it won't really.
Moonlight has a hand job on the beach.
Don't
scene.
get me going on Moonlight. I'm going to walk out. If we talk about that movie.
Hand job on the beach.
Really?
Yeah,
and then
but
it
you don't
ends with a
even get to
pat
see
on
a
the
cock.
head.
No.
It ends with a
You
pat
just see
on
him
the
rub
head.
his hand through the sand.
Yeah.
Stop it. Moonlight.
See, you got
Dumb light. Dumb light. That's my.
Wait, you didn't like that movie though?
No.
Just as a art piece?
It's an art movie.
Like,
I
it's
had
beautifully
breakfast with a
done,
friend
I think.
today,
I liked
and
it.
he loved it. And I was like, he tried to explain to me why I should love it.
But it does make a progressive person feel great about
But
homosexuality.
everyone's told me that I should
like,
love
I'm
it.
so okay with everything that's happening in this movie.
Right.
I guess it's because everyone thinks I should love because I've been with a lot of black men. And so I'm like, everyone said to me,
Well, that's not
Scott,
even
have you
real.
seen Moonlight? I'm like, no, you gotta see it. You'll love it.
Just that they could get the guy's hand out of camera. That was probably a gigantic cock he was stroking. Like, what is he, holding it at a downward angle or something?
No.
Because it's just below frame.
Who is he jerking off the black guy? The black guy's jerking off the Latino guy.
Oh, that's a good point.
I forgot.
What? Aren't they both black?
Who's
No,
jerking off
one's like a
one's
Latino
kind of
guy.
Latino, yeah.
You called him a Latina.
I did not.
You did. You said
no,
Latina. Let's play it
Latina,
back.
yeah.
Play it back. He called him a
I called
Latina.
him- I
You
called
suddenly
him-
feminized him. Well,
I
the
called him
bottom, I
La-
call him a Latina.
I called him Latina Yothers from.
Anyway, Moonlight's a good
Ties.
movie. It's just the ending just made me very angry. I was
Okay,
like,
well, we shouldn't talk about the
They can't
ending.
even have sex.
We shouldn't
Seriously,
spoil the
it's all
ending.
made by straight guys. It's made by straight black men.
Oh, is that the diner?
Oh, the director's a straight dude?
It is?
Shouldn't have.
Moonlight's gonna win, but whatever. You know, it's this generation's Philadelphia. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch that movie now.
But the guy who directed
Oh,
12 Years
why
a
am I
Slave
getting
is
into
gay,
this?
right?
Huh?
The 12 Years a Slave director, Steve McQueen, he's gay.
He seems it. I'm not gonna say, but he sure seems gay.
He seemed gay, yeah.
I think he might be even open.
I don't know. Yeah,
Is he?
Maybe.
Then he is gay. Yeah.
Poor Steve.
I know the original Steve McQueen
I
was.
think if
now-
Steve
yeah, now
McQueen
we-
made
now we gotta
Moonlight,
hear-
I think it wouldn't have ended with a pat on the head. I really believe that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah, it's a step forward, but it's like, it's just not a big enough step for me.
All right.
I'm gonna take another hit off of Bernie's.
But at the same time, he's content with the fact that there'll never be real progress.
No, there always
You're okay
there
with
is
that.
progress. No, I'm old enough to be realistic about.
Yeah, exactly.
The long.
don't you
the
think
long
there's
You
game.
can't not enjoy your time on Earth just because of how shitty
And
people
I've traveled
are.
all
'Cause
over
they're
the
not
world.
going to stop being shitty.
And I've been in many, many places. And like, when places like Africa, I pretend I'm straight. I'm married. I have a wife. Her name's Phyllis. You know what I mean? I have all these stupid stories.
Sounds like a really gay wife.
horrible. I know.
You should probably go with another name other than Phyllis. That screams
He's
I'm
married
making
to
this
some
up.
cow that just wanted to get into another country.
Phyllis. She's a receptionist.
I apologize for the cow thing. Like I think any woman is a cow.
Also, Steve McQueen not gay.
Steve McQueen's not gay.
Steve McQueen, not gay.
Nice.
People assume he's gay. He is not.
Wait, which Steve
Okay.
McQueen? Are we talking Great Escape Steve
The
McQueen?
director.
I know
Okay, got
John
it.
Ridley isn't gay. He's the one that wrote it, the 12 Years a Slave. But anyway.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter who is or isn't.
It does,
It's weird,
actually.
It's weird
It
that
does.
it's still a big secret with people.
It still is. In the black community, it's more of a big secret, and that's the
Sure.
truth. That is the truth.
You'd be more punished by the black community if you came out.
Absolutely.
I remember years ago,
Absolutely.
Oprah had an episode on the down low, which is, I guess, you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
you're
about.
going to make me cry.
I am just
Stop.
saying this.
My heart's been broken by the down low so many times.
Well, you know what's going to turn your frown upside down?
What?
Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, bit of that.
Which, by the way, is
Diva.
your name is Carrot Top's real name.
I know that.
Yes.
I love that. I love that just worked out. That he, of course,
funny?
he's not going to just be a guy named Scott Thompson. He's got a remark on his crazy hair, and
I know. And I can't. That's why I have to put a J in front of my name because he got it first.
Seriously?
Scott Thompson. I have to be J. Scott Thompson. like
where
in
does he
Screen
ever use the
Actors.
name Scott Thompson? Like in credits for
When he
things?
made that
like
dumb
that movie?
Head of the Board.
Chairman of the
Head
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw you as J. Scott Thompson anywhere, though.
No, because I haven't been in a movie in a long time.
Oh.
I think the last movie I was in was like The Pacifier, and I think I was just Scott Thompson. And actually, I might have done something, but
Were you the title character?
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is that the Vin Diesel one?
Yeah.
I could talk about movies all day, but we got to do
Doug,
some
you didn't
hot
tell me I was going to be on with
topics,
one of the stars of the pacifier. I can't. I mean, yeah, a little heads
I'm
up
sorry,
on that would have been.
man.
I'm freaking out over here.
I know.
Yeah.
I did
I
almost.
kept that for the end.
Sometimes I tell the guests, like, you're going to be on with so-and-so, because, like, I know it's exciting. You know, it must be exciting for you to meet Scott and be
It
getting
is
high
exciting.
with him.
I was excited for
Yeah.
you. I'd never met you either. and
Yeah,
it's exciting
so
for
it's
me
a
to
whole
meet
thing
you.
happening to you, so-
it is a big deal for me.
It's fun to have some surprises in there.
I was a huge,
But we never intersected anywhere at
thing
any
you got-
point, because I've known
No.
of you because
I
of
know,
the
many-
internet and stuff.
yeah, many years we've like played on the same shows, but I don't think we've ever spoken.
Yeah, yeah.
Never
Yeah.
spoken.
No, never.
And you'd be backstage all those times.
Well, you know how the improv is. It's like a bar, not so much a
Yeah,
backstage.
yeah. People come and go
That's
from
true.
your sets.
That is true.
You
It
know,
doesn't. It's not conducive to that.
No, not really.
I think there's a lot of, like, especially like in New York, you could just run around doing sets all night and never really run into. You could just miss people
Right.
easily. But we got these pot topics we like to do.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't mean to, ram the show.
Do you have a
down your
little? You don't
throats.
have a thing in your ear telling you what to do?
No, they say I don't.
Oh.
They say I don't have one.
Because I just heard mine say.
They're telling me. They're telling me no, I don't have an earpiece. A guy got arrested in Hollywood for making the Hollyweed sign.
Oh,
Did you
I
guys
saw
see the
that,
Hollyweed
yeah.
sign?
He did a really good job.
A
at
really
I
nice
thought
job
so.
with it. It looked great on camera, and so the image was everywhere, which is, I think, that's a nice,
Did he? I
nice
thought
thing
he
for
should.
marijuana normalization.
Did he get hired by a studio or something? He should be.
Well,
work.
yeah, somebody should bail him out, first of
Totally.
all. I hope he's not in jail. Zachary Cole Fernandez.
That's the best prank of the year. I mean,
Yeah.
the
30
year's
years
young, but-
old, and the year's very young. Was arrested Monday, a week after his New Year's prank, where he used white tarps to make the Hollywood say Hollyweed. He turns himself in. Oh, didn't want them to make it a big manhunt, I guess. Just gave up.
Waste all that money.
Maybe he thought maybe somebody would have some video of him doing it or something, because that would take a minute to change that. And you gotta I've climbed up there. I've stood in the middle of the O.
Have you? I didn't think you were able to
First
actually
weekend
get
I
to
lived
it.
in Los Angeles,
Really?
like a
I
total
remember,
nerd.
I remember when I first moved here, I thought it was so exciting to be near, like seeing the Hollywood
know.
sign, and then you
Seeing
get here
it
and
every day
realize
is so exciting.
living on Yucca is not so great.
That's why I love the movie La La Land, is because it's just a love letter to the idea that you could fall in love with a town because they make movies.
Yeah, I know.
And then you get here and go, well, there's a lot of things that are shitty about it.
Right.
Making movies is a good thing.
But you're still in California.
Yeah, where
Like,
I love the opening number of that
California.
movie is just like, hey, no matter what fucking thing happens to you, tomorrow the sun is going to be out.
I can't believe that we're allowed to move here. There's no special fee.
Yeah, right?
Like,
We should
I
start
can't
charging people
believe
to
it.
come here.
Yeah.
Like everybody,
Give
I
Donald
can't.
Trump a
Great idea.
chance.
Yeah, like
Something you
California
Canadians-
you shouldn't just be able to come here, and not pay for
Because
it.
it's
Right.
wonderful.
You think
you're
you
Yeah,
just
'cause
walk
it's
right into
wonderful. I love
Disneyland
it.
without buying a ticket?
It's an unbelievable scam, and I hope we keep it going, because we should start talking about how terrible it is here.
It's also
The
awful.
weather
Well,
is
it can
horrible.
be
full.
terrible.
It's
I mean,
very
it's
full.
not for everybody. Some people hate Los Angeles.
And I used to. When I first moved here, I
See, so there you
hated
go.
it.
Why? What'd you hate about it?
I was so lonely, and I felt like my career had collapsed. It had.
You can't blame that on Los Angeles.
No, and it was that.
But what about the city did you not like?
I didn't like having to be in my car all the time. The cliche.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I never drove before I came here, and that That was
Right.
disturbing. That was difficult. And then I got used to it, and then I fell in love with L.A. like about 6-7 years ago. Then I had to go home, and then I came back. But this time I'm back, and I'm staying. I'm like, well,
I love
yeah.
it.
I'm paid the fee.
It's good, right?
We're happy to have
It's
you.
great. It's fun. Like, it's such a fun town. Like, show business. How can you not love showbiz? I'm not saying you do. Don't.
I love show business.
Just like,
no.
it's
hard not to.
Canada doesn't
Yeah.
do showbiz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
well,
this
you
guy,
tried. You gave us Loverboy years ago.
We should. Can we start
do.
fishing around to book Zachary Cole Fernandez on this show? I think he's a hero.
Is he an artist of some sort?
He is an artist.
Yeah,
and
he's a hero.
He knew that happened in the 70s. He had already bragged and claimed credit in a magazine article, Vice magazine interview. So probably it was probably already out there. So that's probably why he turned himself in. And he just did it to bring positivity into the world. and he was just booked on suspicion of misdemeanor trespassing. So how serious could that be?
Not even like
Probably a few
suspicion
$100
of it.
fine or something.
Right.
Yeah, they still have to say suspicion even though he turned himself in.
Yeah.
Because he
And
deserves
there's
a trial,
photographic
I guess.
evidence. It's ridiculous.
So, but I thought there'd be some sort of fence around the Hollywood
I
sign
think
where it's
too.
not that accessible, because, I mean, why wouldn't somebody just go up there and blow it up or something?
well,
But they released him. It sounds like he didn't even have to do bail, and he has to return on February 15th. So let's keep an eye on the story and also try to get him to come in.
Zachary Cole Fernandez, huh?
Might not even be a big pothead. Might have just thought that was just the sweetest
Yeah.
word you could make out of Hollywood.
You're right. He could have.
Hopi wood.
I'm trying to think of another one. Yeah, he might have been right. I don't.
Pollywood would have been fun.
Have a nice
Hollywood.
Just one letter P.
Based on
Pollywood?
Pollywogs. Everybody likes pollywogs.
Pollywogs.
or the woman who
Lot
played.
more
Or you
work.
could make pollywogs. Take the P and then the G and then S. Pollywogs.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I guess
then-
with enough sheets, you could make it
Then
in
what does
any.
that
Yeah.
mean? People would have
Well,
to figure
pollywogs
out
actually
its
has
meaning.
well, it has two L's, but people would think it'd be like policy wonk.
I remember years
And
ago.
don't-
Did you
right?
remember when they,
Pollywonk.
Could be a lot of theories.
Brad Pitt had some movie where it was half animation and half, and who's in it? Oh God, Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger is called Cool World.
Right, Cool.
I just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
answer quicker because I was taking a hit.
Sorry. Remember when they did a thing where they sat that character on the H of the Hollywood sign for like just the first 3 weeks of that movie.
I'm telling you, I got to find a picture of me doing it because it's hilarious that that was the first thing I did when I moved here. Is we climbed up there. It's a little bit of a climb. It's not like simple.
You got to go
it's
up
not
the
like
back,
a trail.
right?
Right.
You can come down from the top. You can come down from Mulholland or go up from the neighborhood below it.
Yeah.
And I think we went up because it's easier to park in that neighborhood than it is to park up on Mulholland because I don't think there's parking right there.
And what year was that?
1962.
Well, they would let anything go on there. Yeah.
But I'm distracted by my clock. How are we doing on time? Is it time for break? Yeah, I think they showed me the wrap it up signal. We've done so few pod topics.
Oh, right, we bring 'em
I
in.
hope we're not missing any ones that are very important right now that we need to get the word out about. But we got to go to another break, so we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you.
This all started because a group of friends gave me far too much confidence. So
That's amazing. They were just like saying like you're the best, you're so hilarious, you're funny.
I lived with like 7 other girls my junior year in a house called Tequila Mockingbird, because you name all the houses at Miami
After
University.
booze, duh.
And I would just I'd come home and then I'd stand in the living room and essentially regale them with my day, and they'd be like, there's no way. And so they're like, you should do stand-ups. Like, just enough people told me that. By the time senior year rolled around, I was like, you know what? I'll crash this open mic at this bar called Balcony. And 50 of my closest friends came out and just made me think that I was way better at stand-up comedy than I was.
This is the best. That's a great
So many people are like, stand-up's hard. First couple times you're gonna bomb. I'm like, I
killed
a star. Yeah, it wasn't until my first paid gig that I was like, oh, wow, this is reality, huh? I feel bad taking your money.
I was sitting there like freaked out, and the writer, Seth Meyers running, came with the script, hands it to me, slams it, and I'm like shaking, and there's no video. Oh, it's awful. And Jenna's like, there's no video. Just I point to you, just start talking. So she points to me, and I read the thing again. I trip over a couple words. It's a long thing. It was like 3 pages, and I trip over something. I'm doing it, and I finish. And I sit down, and Pardo was in the booth with me the whole time, and I sat on his lap, and he goes, hey, get off of me! God, I'm sorry. And then he went, it's Saturday Night Live! I was like, Don, you were there the whole time. Like, the whole time I was shitting my pants, like, oh, fuck. Don was just sitting there like an old elevator attendant, like, waiting to do his thing and then get back on a plane to Florida,
It's getting done with high. Gonna get down in this basement for your entertainment. It's getting done with high.
Yeah, no, we got this right here. I'm introducing Scott Thompson
Asshole.
to the Poke Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah, you can just tap it out in there.
What's this for?
That is for, so like if there's
Scrape it out.
stuff you need to scrape and get out of
I'm just
there.
gonna use it even though I don't need to.
Yeah, right? You do a little of that, and then You walk away.
We all need it. Oh, I did it. Oh, look, just leave that there,
Oh,
please.
look at that.
I got one
How
like in my
embarrassing
kitchen.
for
There's
you.
no ashes anywhere.
Caught on live television, too.
I'm so sorry.
You'll never live this down.
No.
Maybe that time.
Live TV.
There we go. You gonna use that?
I don't know how
gotta
the
take it.
kids do it.
But that music was by Tim Donovan. We've already talked about him. His Twitter name is a very clever name because it's Adult Twim.
Oh, that is clever.
Adult Twim?
Twim. Yeah, Adult Twim.
That's a funny word.
Yeah.
Twim.
It's just fun to say Twim.
Twim is funny.
It's like,
like
Elmer Fudd talking about pussy.
Yeah, and Elmer Fudd would call a pussy quim. Because quim is the funniest word for vagina.
Trim is what I was going for.
Quim.
But
Is that an actual word, vagina?
Quim means vagina.
No, it does not.
Yeah, that's
sure
right.
it does. Quim?
It's British, Canadian.
Yeah, Mighty
right?
Quim.
Quim.
Mighty Quim. Now that I've
You
seen.
knew
Yeah,
Quim,
Quim.
right?
I've heard Quim before.
Yeah, Quim's, to me, it makes it vagina cute.
Is that where
like
queef
it's
comes
in a
from?
copper tone ad or something.
Maybe Queef got its start from Quim. 1610. That's an oldie. That's an old ass Quim
Remember,
you're
old
talking
comedians
about.
are really hot this
Oh
year.
my God, you're talking about some dusty Quim.
Yeah.
Put my spats on and beat your Quim.
Also a soccer player named Quim.
Okay. All right, Daniel. He always says one more piece of information
much.
we don't
Too
need.
much, Daniel.
Wait. Oh, he's my favorite soccer player, Quinn. What a pussy.
Since you guys, you probably haven't seen the show, but at the very end of every episode, after we get you very high, we bring in a magician so you can watch a magic trick while you're high.
Love magicians.
Yeah, take the joy to another level. So it's game time. Here comes
love
Gabe,
magic.
everybody.
Who's the magician? Is it one of you guys?
It's me.
It's you. I was wondering what you were doing.
Right? Just
Because you were like so suspicious all day. I've been watching you. Okay.
That's what I do.
You can see the magic in you.
Chris, you mind helping me?
I don't mind at all.
All right, just pick a card.
Okay.
Show it to Scott. Show it to the camera over there. Mm-hmm. Got it?
Good.
All right, place it back here. All right, I'm going to cut it into the deck. Shuffle the cards.
Are you nervous being the star of the pacifier?
No, but Kids in the Hall is one of the things that got me into comedy, actually.
I'm not making it any easier. No. Keep staring at your eyelashes. He has amazing eyelashes.
He does have nice eyelashes.
I mean, none of you guys are going to notice it, but you've got amazing eyelashes.
Thank you very much.
Like you take Latrice or whatever.
Latisse.
Latisse? Because they're shockingly thick. Like you got a double layer or something. Do you have double layers?
I don't think so.
You're
Have you ever been
this is my trick I'm
complimented
trying to throw
before
you.
on your eyelashes?
Yes, it has.
They are
Try
very
it.
nice.
This is the way to fuck up a magician, homosexual panic. That's the way. That's why I've never been on David Blaine's show, because he knows I want to fuck him so badly that he could never do a trick with me. Anyways, go on.
All right, I have a blank card here. Watch this. If I do this.
Oh no, you
Oh.
do that.
I helped you,
I
actually.
didn't mean to watch that.
Oh, that was it.
I didn't see the trick.
There it is.
I didn't see a trick card.
I didn't, neither did
You
I.
guys
You
missed
want me
the
to
trick?
Okay, I'll do something else.
Oh my God.
Pick a card.
We don't need to see the trick.
Well, we do. I don't even know what you did. Okay, yeah.
You put it back in. Scott's
guys pick a
gonna
card?
Scott's gonna talk about your eyelashes.
I've
Okay,
taken them
check
in.
it
I
out.
don't need to. I don't
I'm
need
going
to
to
talk
place it
about
back in the center of the deck, but if you pull the string that comes through the center, it comes back to the top. Watch, I'll do it slower. Into the center,
Okay.
pull the string, back to the top.
Well, can we see your deck?
Yeah. All right.
All right, that's enough.
No, there's one more part.
good.
Push it into the deck.
Push it. Okay.
Pull the string.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, I was gonna say that's not the card.
damn it.
Wow, that was pretty good.
That was good.
That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I never like when it ends up in his
The
mouth.
sexual tension was
I don't
getting
like
too
when it
much.
ends up in his
It was
mouth. where He's
crazy.
like, no, that's wrong. Yeah. It's just so sneaky. I looked up Scott Thompson on IMDb, and you're ranked. You're the first one suggested, so there's that.
Okay.
Because I was worried Carrot Top would be higher than you, and
So
then
my movie career is better than his.
but then he goes by on IMDb Scott Carrot Top Thompson.
So then I can keep winning.
Yeah, but you also might want to come up with a fun thing for in between.
In between.
You know?
Oh,
yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, that's a good one.
Scott. Marijuana dildo.
No, that's too
Thompson.
obvious.
I knew too many words. Heaven forbid it gets up on a marquee sometime.
How about the Quim?
Oh, I like that. Scott the Quim Thompson.
Yeah, perfect.
I like that.
Oh my
Quim.
God, yeah.
Like the closer. I'm the closer. You've met the Quim.
You're like what's between a woman's legs in 1610.
That's right. A woman can't. When they face me, and the Quim just opens.
That's when the word came.
I'm just like
1610. That word.
Yeah.
Victorian women.
You know they
only
needed to have really crazy words for it because the stuff going on down there without modern science and medicine
or soap.
Must have been a nightmare. Yeah. Oh my God! That's how badly men need to fuck.
That's probably why they called it a
that they would
Quim.
just have, and the women too, would want that dirty dick in them.
Of course they would.
Like it's all disgusting.
Of course they would. They're only human.
Oh my God!
There was no bathing or anything, right? It was just powders.
It's
and
just
stuff.
Game of Thrones sex.
Yeah, but good sex.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still got to be
go
good,
too far,
right?
But we're a little too clean nowadays.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, I believe, that's why they have so many allergies. That's
and autism. It's all from being
Dude, you had a recurring on Hannibal?
Yeah, 3. I'm a regular.
Hannibal's one of those goddamn shows where
it's one of the greatest shows
I heard
ever.
from everybody how amazing it was, and I never got into it. Yeah. And if they'd said the word Scott Thompson is in it, I would have been like all over it.
I'm like one of the forensic guys.
That's amazing. I can't wait to watch Hannibal.
It's an amazing show.
Scott the Quid Thompson.
That guy.
Quim, excuse me. I like you better as Quid.
Quid. That's my partner. The black guy.
He's
Quid.
It's just also
Quim's too feminine.
It's a great way to answer the phone. The Quim.
It's a Quid. Oh, I'm sorry, Quid, but you always sound like the Quim. Fuck off. Come on.
But yeah,
unless you're getting a call from 1691, in case that guy freaks
definitely
out.
It's got to be like it's got to be definitely the
sweet
petticoats, wet petticoats everywhere he went.
I wanted to look at your best known for at the top of your page on IMDb.
Well, what else?
And it's of course Kids in the Hall is number 1. This is the TV show, and then the movie Brain Candy, and then third is Hannibal.
Not Larry Sanders?
And the metric that they do this by is so weird because 4th in your top 4, it is the movie database, so that's why they lean towards movies. Okay. But your 4 is the pacifier. But Larry Sanders is not in your top 4 on your best known for on IMDb.
Is it even there?
So weird. Oh, of course it's on there. They completely forgot about the Larry Sanders show on IMDb. Weird. I would have a problem with that because IMDb.
Hannibal's did you ever see Hannibal? It's really good.
I've not seen this series. I mean, I saw the movie.
I can't wait to see it now. I mean, I've always wanted to see it, but I need that push. You know, like how you don't get around to watching The Wire because it seems like it's going to be difficult to get into, and then when you do, it's the best thing you ever did.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I didn't.
You don't feel that way about The Wire?
I tried it.
Okay, give me an example. Fargo?
Loved it.
Never seen it.
Oh shit!
Westworld.
Like the movie. Fargo's your Hannibal.
Yeah, you think so?
The Fargo TV series is amazing.
Second season?
I didn't get through all of it, but I want to.
Second season's amazing.
They say it's even better at the end.
Even better.
And Billy Bob Thornton in the first season, though.
Yes.
I just discovered one this week, Penny Dreadful, and I'm loving it.
You love Penny Dreadful?
Love it.
There's too much content, you guys.
Yeah,
I can't.
There is too much.
I feel Westworld didn't get me.
It didn't get me, but I watched every goddamn one of them.
I didn't get to the end. I couldn't make it.
The ending was the best part.
That's what I hear, but I can't get through. I'm on episode 4.
I think it'll get me. I watched the pilot and I loved it.
Yeah.
But we didn't have it back, but I can get it here. We didn't have it in Canada.
Well.
We don't have HBO.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. Canada's great. You don't have to drag them down. I love Canada. Holy shit! And that's even your guest plug at the end of the show.
I got too high.
See Scott on all 3 seasons of Hannibal, streaming now on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, that's another one. Like, I'm sure it's a terrific service, but there's so many different services you have to get now to find everything.
I know.
Or you just sit back and wait for it to come to the service you have. So sometimes you're years behind everybody else.
Well, now iTunes, I mean, Netflix is allowing downloading, so you don't have
which
to.
I love because I can watch that shit on the plane.
That's what I'm saying, and you won't have to watch the edited version on the plane now.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. Especially I'm bad at binge watching at home because I'll find other shit to do if I'm home.
Me too.
But on a plane, I can binge watch, I can see 3 or 4 episodes of a show. That's how I got into shows I don't even like.
I just binge watched The Crown on the flight.
That's a good show, right?
Yes,
Which show?
That was The Crown. That was really good.
Yeah, it won some big ones at the Golden Globes the other night.
It won Best Series, I believe.
Fucking Lithgow.
I watched Colony.
That guy is so good.
I binged on Colony. Remember that show? It was like,
I didn't see that one.
Look at this. Like, if it's about, I loved it, even though I kind of didn't, because it's all about aliens taking over, and I love that. But then eventually I had to get to the end to see the aliens.
Yeah.
And and you see one dead alien in a suit. It's stupid.
No,
so that was upsetting.
Did you see the movie, not The Arrival, but just Arrival?
I thought it was boring. It was like being in a bathhouse.
They really had to wait a long time to see those not particularly impressive aliens.
All that fog and whispering.
It was kind of low budgie.
No, it disappointed me.
Chris Franjola is performing at Laugh Boston January 19th through the 21st.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there in May. Very excited to play that.
I saw that.
Place.
One of my favorite. You've been there before?
Never been.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
I think I will. And then you're going to be at Stanford and Sons in Kansas City January 26th through the 28th.
That is correct.
Franjola.com. Oh, you got just your last name.
Just my last name. Yeah.
.com.
Wow.
You nailed it.
That's a brand.
It's a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit of an odd name. So it's
now I understand that. Now I get this.
It's not a Benson
now I
Thompson.
get it. That makes sense now. I'm doing Wilmington in I'm somewhere, some club. I can't remember the name of it.
Wilmington?
Do you guys know
Do
it?
you have a website where your tour dates go and stuff?
No.
A Twitter?
Twitter.
What's your Twitter handle?
Yeah, Scott Thompson _
Is it Dead Crow Comedy Club?
Yeah, Dead Crow. Yeah, thank you.
That's the place?
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing Dead Crow.
You just guessed a venue in that place.
Because it's the only comedy club in Wilmington, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's kind of a Scott Thompson-y club.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it
They'll
like?
love you there.
Oh, it's like it's an alternate?
Yeah, more your speed than it
more
would be my speed.
Oh, not like for real comics.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying, Dead Crow's like you.
They like truth there.
Oh,
they like some made-up Skittles.
Long form storytelling.
Right, there you go.
Oh, yeah. No jokes.
They'll love you.
No jokes.
Fucking be great. Yeah, very progressive message.
Jokes. We don't like jokes here at the Dead Crow. Is that what it's called?
The Dead Crow.
Okay.
Dead Crow. You haven't been there?
It's such a weird name for a club. I thought I was getting it wrong.
I thought you.
20th, Jan 21st.
Jan 20 and 21. Go see a Dead Crow at the Scott.
Scott had
Thompson,
no idea what date or where he was going to be, and it's like next
gonna
week.
Be at the Quim Club.
It's next week. It's very soon, isn't it?
Right. So you better.
I gotta get ready.
Gotta get ready.
I performed in a long time.
What do you think about this?
Yeah.
That's what you look like in Hannibal?
Yeah. No mustache. No mustache.
What do you play?
That's me.
What,
that's my character, Danny Husk. I crashed a couple of award shows in character.
Oh, okay. I just didn't think I saw you ever like that. That was your look.
No, that's one of my personas. But I went in public.
But that's the picture they chose for you for your one picture at the top.
No, that's when I went to the what do you call it, the fashion thing in New York, Fashion Week.
Yeah, it was on a carpet.
And I was on a red carpet, and I went as Danny Husk, who's just like so I could be straight backstage. I wanted to feel that. So.
Brampton's a fun place to grow up just because of the name.
How do you know that? Yes, it is. It's
right?
How
can you not have a great time in Brampton?
Absolutely. Brampton, who's from there is famous. Russell Peters is from Brampton. Do you guys know Russell Peters?
Russell Peters could not be a nicer gentleman whenever I encounter him.
Did you have him on the show? No.
No, but he smokes, right?
I don't know.
I know he DJs. Let's add him right now. He does.
I think so.
Yeah, he DJs, so come on.
Yeah. So. He definitely smokes.
Who's fucking DJing and not smoking a little weed every now and then?
Casey Kasem.
Yeah, he's dead. He's in DJ heaven.
But how come when I think
Counting
DJ,
out
I think
all the hits.
When someone says DJ to me, I think that type of DJ. But the people these days don't think.
No, they
think,
don't. No, it's EDM.
Diplo or whatever the fuck his guy's name is.
Diplo. Is it Diplo?
Casey Kasem. This is a sketch for SNL. They can have it. Casey Kasem in heaven. Does a countdown.
Funny.
Top 40 people that were murdered each week. He does a countdown when they enter heaven.
That's pretty good.
Here's the top 40 murdered. Top 40 hits. All right, we gotta go. We don't have time for my dumb jokes.
Is his body still above? Didn't he have one of those situations where they wouldn't bury him for a long, long time? Casey Kasem.
Yeah, they were arguing over the body,
right.
but I hope it's buried by now.
It was up. James Brown, same thing.
He was because he had like too much
If he's still
lead
just
in
a
his body.
coffin somewhere above ground, he's probably like, "Oh, Scoob," because he's the voice of Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo cartoons. All right, we really got to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. You guys feel good?
Yeah,
I feel really good.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Thank you, Doug, for having me.
Here. And we'll see you whenever the next time is. There's no show next week, but probably something before the end of the month, so check back on the YouTube page. Go watch some archive. Watch some of your favorites again.
Excuse me. I saved that for the very end. Not quite.
Bye-bye.